This is Austin Sleight for Unlimited Sports, and today we're going to be looking at what makes players successful. Specifically, Luka Doncic is who we're going to be looking at today. So let's get into it. The first thing that sticks out with Luka Doncic is his range. So what I'm talking about when I say range is his ability to shoot far away from the basket. The further away from the basket that you can shoot, the better your scoring chances will be for yourself. You're able to take more shots, but they may not be as high of a percentage depending on what player you are. So Luka, when he takes long-range shots, he's always on balance and he has great form, so it's always looking like it's going to go into the basket. One thing about his shot that's really great is the fact that he's able to consistently shoot it the same over and over again, which means that just muscle memory and consistency is what you're really going to look for when you want to have a good shot. So whether it's coming down in transition or just off an offensive rebound, kick out, anything like that, he's able to shoot it well from range. Luka's not really a great athlete, he's more of a sneaky athlete. He's a lot like James Harden, where driving to the rim, he's able to decelerate really well. But the one thing that he's great at around the rim is finishing. He's a really crafty finisher. He can finish with both hands and in a variety of ways, whether that's a floater, a layup with the inside hand. Really, he can score with a lot of ways. One thing that you like to see the Mavericks do a lot is send him off screens, and that's basically just to either get a switch with the defender or to get him in a position where the defense is off balance and Luka can capitalize. So as you see right there, really high off the glass. He likes to throw it as high off the glass as possible. And like I said, he's a really crafty player. Right there you see two ball fakes, and he's able to lay it in. Right there, another great floater. And another thing that Rick Carlisle is going to look to do for his great players, and really any NBA coach, is they're going to look to run their player off screens, and they're going to look to get them as many open looks as possible. So whether that means that you're running Luka off design back cuts, horns looks, where he has the option to go off the screen either side at the top of the key, whether it's an inbounds play where he just passes it into the big right in front and he just curls around. I mean, really any way that you can get him the ball, he's going to be effective and efficient. So as you can see, this is the first play of the game. So they run a little stagger away into another stagger, basically for Luka, double screen, and he's able to get easy looks. The one thing that he's patented, very similar to James Harden again, is that step back. So his step back, as you can see, he gets a lot of separation with that step back. He's pushing off as hard as he can with the leg that's closest to the basket, stepping back behind three-point range normally, just to get an open shot. And he's really great at ball handling. He's really able to handle the ball really well. So he's able to take advantage against bigs and a lot of those guys that are a little bit slower defensively. You don't think of Luka as somebody who's a really outstanding athlete, but he decelerates really well. He's your typical European player in the NBA. He can shoot the ball, he's really fundamental oriented, and he can really just play within the flow of the offense. He's like a James Harden that plays within the flow of the offense and gets everybody involved. So right here, as you can see him in the pick and roll, he's able to keep defenders on his back hip really well and finish with floaters over bigs. So right here, if he gets a switch, finish with that inside hand so the big can't block it. Right here, he snakes it around, keeps that defender on the back hip. The big is worried about the roller and himself, so it's more of a one-on-one. He's able to lay it in. And that's going to do it for me. This has been Austin Sleight with Unlimited Sports.